Hello. I am the last romantic. This feels really formal. It's not supposed to be formal. It's supposed to be upbeat. It's supposed to be, I don't know. Welcome to the first part, or the first episode of this documentary series called Joshua and the Neo Romanticists. So this is sort of my way of keeping you guys up to date, engaging with you during my time that I'm making music. I've been making music for quite some time now. I'm realizing that I'm not really talking to you guys, so it'd be a good idea if I talk to you guys and I don't know, maybe release some small stuff. Actually, let's start with that. So, there's no other word to use for what I'm writing. The thing that's coming to mind is manifesto. I'm basically writing a manifesto on Neo Romanticism. So, brace yourself, but really, no, don't brace yourself. I think this is going to be something like, I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to piece it all together, because I feel like this is something that even I'm trying to understand myself, to be honest, what Neo Romanticism is and what I'm trying to do, because it is something that is quite young, you know. It's an idea that's young in its development. I realize that it is quite loud around here, and I should probably take off my mask so that I can project my voice a little bit more. What is Joshua and the Neo Romanticists? What is Joshua and the Neo Romanticists? This will be a series documenting the founding and development of Neo Romanticism as it grows throughout the years. So I'm sort of taking you guys along the journey of me as I'm discovering this concept, as I'm discovering this movement, and as I'm growing it, and as it is growing, as you know, more people will join the Neo Romanticists, hopefully, and we'll see where it goes from there. Might take over the world, you never know. So the goal is for the Neo Romanticists to gain a general idea of what the movement encompasses through direct encounters with its founder, which is yours truly. This will hopefully breed grounds for personal creation and innovation on the part of the Neo-Roms. So to sort of explain what that part is, we have to kind of define what come on, what is Neo-Romanticism? That's probably what is on all of you guys' minds, right? It's like, what are the Neo-Romanticists? Wait, what is that? Neo-Romanticism. So, in its most basic term, like the most low-tier definition is it's an art movement. So you think about the Romantic period, you know, like the movement throughout the 19th century of, you know, it illustrated in painting, in music, in sense of much more expressive, much more focusing on the individual in terms of literature, in terms of, you know, poetry. Things were poetic, things were like more big, more luscious, more grand, you know, that sort of idea. One of my favorite quotes is by Franz Liszt, who is also like the romantic composer. His quote is, "Mournful yet grand is the destiny of the artist." A little bit about me, I really love the Romantic period in terms of the music that was coming out of it. So this is like 1820 to 1920. That's where I roughly estimate it. And my favorite composer of all time is Frédéric Chopin. And so his music has inspired a lot of what you guys hear and are going to hear. So that sort of really melancholic, really evocative type of imagery, evocative type of sounds. So, you know, it's romantic. The neo-romantic movement is inspired by the Romantic period. It's as if the Romantic period was modern. That's what I'm trying to do.
Would you look at that here?
The synthesis of the eye, the core in my fist, the flame of my heart. The synthesized eye will seek the palm, adorning its 5 fingers. Crimson rises to the surface, like a body
What else can we do?
raised to life.
So it was originally called the synthesis of the eye. That was what it was going to be called. But then I changed my mind and called it a series of semi-romantic phrases. I think it was just because the way it felt to me, it was like a lot of different romantic sounds, and also poetically, it was just a whole bunch of, I wouldn't say random, it was cohesive. It is cohesive in a sense, but it's very abnormal in terms of structure, in my opinion.
俺のこと見えるかマジで話したいから So I was gonna ask you guys, if I put a series of semi-romantic phrases on Spotify, would you listen to it? Because originally it was gonna be just a YouTube sort of demo thing, just to post update you guys about, you know, where I am and what I'm doing. But I really like it. I like the finished product, and I don't know, it could be potentially something that, you know, if you guys are willing to listen to, I'd be willing to put up on Spotify. So let me know in the comment section or wherever you want, if, you know, it's something you want to, if you guys would listen to it. I'm gonna keep working on my art now, my music I mean, which is also art, but you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I'll see you soon.